Have you ever noticed how, no matter what happens, you're the one who gets blamed? When you stay calm, you're accused of not caring. When you react, you're called unstable. When something goes wrong, somehow, it's always you. That's not just bad luck. It's called scapegoating, and if this pattern feels familiar, you may have been caught in its trap. What is scapegoating? Scapegoating is a toxic dynamic where one person is unfairly targeted to carry the blame, shame, or dysfunction of others. Whether in families, friend groups, workplaces, or relationships, it's always the same: one person becomes the emotional sponge for everything others refuse to deal with. It works like this. Instead of owning their mistakes or emotions, they redirect them onto someone more aware, more emotionally honest, more threatening to their fragile sense of control. And that someone is often you. You become the problem simply because you see too much, speak too clearly, or hold others to account. How to recognize the pattern? You're repeatedly blamed, even when it makes no logical sense. Your accomplishments are overlooked, while any perceived flaw is exaggerated. You're made to feel guilty for things you didn't do. Others twist the truth to paint you as unstable, selfish, or difficult. You're punished not for doing wrong, but for disrupting their illusion. Scapegoating isn't about truth. It's about control. It allows others to protect their self-image by sacrificing yours. How to break free? The first step is clarity: you are not the problem. You are not their emotional landfill. You are not responsible for fixing dysfunction you didn't create. You are not obligated to remain in spaces where truth is twisted and your worth is denied. Reclaim your power by setting boundaries. Stop defending yourself to people who don't want the truth. Step back and observe, don't absorb. Freedom begins when you stop trying to convince those committed to misunderstanding you. The scapegoat, once awake, becomes something extraordinary. Not the broken one, but the breakthrough. You are the one who saw clearly when others chose denial. You are the one strong enough to walk away from blame, shame, and distortion. You are the one who gets to rebuild, not in fragments, but in freedom. So rise. Detach from the lies. And become exactly what they feared. A voice they can no longer silence. A soul they can no longer use. And a self they can never define again.